Ladies and gentlemen, bring you episode 2 of the Dream Garage Remodel series. Today we're going to be talking about heating in this garage because we're in Michigan and it gets cold here, especially in the wintertime. We have coming up tomorrow one of the colder freezing days of the week, so I think it's going to be perfect for this kind of test. We have the Dreo unit today. It's a 1500 watt unit. We're just going to see what happens because the worst that can happen is it still gets a little warmer in here, and that's kind of the goal. I want to start off the video by saying thank you guys for the support on the first video, which we did the full insulation of the interior of my detached 2-car garage. That one was fun. It took about 5 hours. If you guys missed that, I'll leave the link in the description as well as on the pop-up. I want to start by saying this Dreo unit is going to be underpowered for the space. I'm not expecting it to heat up into the 50s in here, that's for sure. For a garage this size, typically, we want to do something like a gas heater or like a mini split or something that is going to have the capacity to tackle this 420 square foot garage. But without further ado, let's unbox it. I just want to see what happens tomorrow. We have a day where it's going to be 32 degrees. Let's see what it's like. Again, I'm expecting maybe 5 to 10 degrees because this is a large space and that wall mounted unit's really meant for like bedroom or an office. So we're also going to be testing that later in the video with a much smaller, like 100 square foot, 120 square foot room that is fully insulated indoors versus something like an exterior unit, building, and garage like this. Let's get to the unboxing. This is the Dreo wall heater. This thing I've been waiting like 3-4 days for, and I've just been so excited to open it because this unit is so technologically advanced. Words can barely describe the excitement because this is like a Tesla of heaters. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. Let's do a little unboxing, shall we? Now, I do want to say, first off, this guy, I believe is sold out on their website, or listed as sold out anyways. And the only place that I know you can get these are Amazon at the moment, but I'm sure they'll restock them because I guess they sell out quick because they're pretty good. Oh, and we're gonna get an app for the control on this too. Okay, I know what this is already. This is the template for the wall mount because this is a wall mounted unit. It even has a little self-leveling level there. That's pretty cool. I'll put the link to this exact heater down in the description. You can find it, like I said, on Amazon. Oh, it's like a metallic kind of silver. That's sick. Okay, I dig that. So this is the actual unit itself. Oh, that's cool. It has like a kind of hideaway thing for the cord. That'll actually come in handy because I plan on mounting this above an outlet and I don't want it to have the cord showing. That's perfect. For the quick demo, I'm just gonna plug it in here so I get it working and download the app. Then we're gonna put it in the garage. I guess I should mention too, comes with some drywall anchors. All right, so I just plugged it into this wall outlet and that's pretty cool. All right, so I wanna mention, do not do what I'm doing to actually like set this up and heat your room. Use the wall mount, it's there for a reason. I'm doing this for the intent of displaying it, turning it on, and like showing you guys the features as far as this little mini touchscreen area, which is really cool. So it has the digital display right here. The unit is off right now. When we turn it on, it's like a touchscreen. You don't have to actually press in, but it's gonna open up these vents, or I guess a singular vent, and then it just starts. It's working right now. So right now it must be on this kind of oscillation. Whoa, it can go up to, how high? 95 degrees? We can set a timer for 1 hour. Like if we're out in the garage, we can set it up for an hour. To get the workspace started, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't need to put my hand up next to it. I'm sitting maybe 2.5, 3 feet away. And I can already tell it's warming up this space. I'm in a small, maybe 10 foot by 10 foot bedroom, which this would be absolutely perfect for. We're gonna really put it to the test outside in the garage here in Michigan, and it's February, it's about 30 degrees. We're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna show you guys in the app what this looks like, what you can change, because there's Wi-Fi. All right, ladies and gents, it is like 32 degrees outside, I wanna say, so it is really, really cold in here. I will say this isn't gonna be the final mounting place for this because we're gonna drywall, obviously, over this entire insulated area. So for the purpose of the video, I'm going to mount it wherever it fits. This is probably going to be one of the like toughest conditions for this thing because it's, like I said, 30 degrees and it's really going to be overworked based on the square footage of this area. General rule of thumb is about 10 watts per square foot for proper heating. So we're gonna be underpowered here, but we're gonna give it a shot and just, like I said, see what happens, because this is what we're working with. So we're gonna measure the ambient temperature with the unit itself. When we plug it in, we're gonna be able to see it. Without further ado, let's temporarily mount it here. This is gonna be kind of the test spot. Let's plug this thing in. And set things up. So I just looked on my phone and it says it's 34 degrees outside right now. So this should be the absolute minimum we see on this guy. It looks like this is like the ambient temperature because the garage is or has been outside all winter with no heating. So I assume that's gonna be the lowest we see. I'm gonna leave it for like an hour and just kind of see what happens. All right, ladies and gents, we are in the garage. I took my jacket off because it's a little bit warmer in here. I think over an hour, we were able to up the temperature about 5 degrees. So is it huge? Is it a major difference? No. Are we overworking this unit for the space? Definitely. I knew that coming into this, it was not going to be sufficient for the square footage of this garage. It is a noticeable difference when you walk in here, which is really nice. It's a little underpowered for the space, which I totally 100% knew was going to be the case. With that said, it's comfortable, which is nice. If you're working on a car, if you're just in here and you want it to maybe melt the snow off in the winter, yeah, it'll keep it above freezing, which is nice. But if I'm over in this corner, it's like a 10-degree difference, which is kind of crazy. So is it enough for this whole space? No, but we knew that coming into this test. I would say for a 400 square foot garage, we're looking into the realm of like putting in a gas heater. But for the time being, and I think for like the springtime and also in the fall, it's going to be just kind of what we need for a little extra heat, maybe 5 to 10 degrees warmer than it is in the outside temperature. I will note that in Michigan right now, the feels like temperature is about 22 degrees. So with the wind hitting the garage and kind of cooling things down, I know this unit is better indoors and is more set for like an office or a bedroom. I'm gonna move it in my office because my office gets chilly. It backs up to like a big sliding glass door, and in there it's probably only 60 degrees when my house is set to 68. For the demonstration of this video, I'm gonna put it in there, show you guys exactly kind of how you would expect this to work indoors. All right, so it's showing 61 degrees, which it probably is in here because this big glass door behind here is right up against the outdoors and it's pretty chilly. So I'd say 61 is about accurate. I have this on fan only mode at the moment, so I'm gonna crank it up to 95 degrees, put it on heat 3, which is the hottest setting, and leave it alone for like a half hour and see what happens. So it's about 120 square feet in here. It's like 10 by 12-ish. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what this is kind of meant for. This is like a bedroom or office size room. So I changed the display to have it say 95 degrees. I don't know if that made a difference from like the H3 setting or what, but I set it to raise the temperature essentially to 95, which I'm sure obviously is probably not ever gonna happen. But for this space, it is a noticeable difference, and the ambient temperature is already up to 72 degrees, and it's been about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 10 degrees. We're at a degree per minute right now. I'm gonna let it go for another 20, see what happens, see what we can get this thing up to. It'd be really cool if we could see like 75 degrees. I'm not sure it'll go much higher than that. Maybe 76, 77. We'll see. All right, it's been an extra, since I filmed last, it's been about 12 minutes, and the room temperature is all the way up to 81 degrees, and I can definitely feel it. It's hot in here, starting to feel it for sure. 82 degrees. Part of me wants to see how hot we can get it, but the other part of me wants to just like chill because it is really hot in here. Like I said, 120 square foot room. This thing is absolutely ripping. So for small space applications, I think this is perfect. It's just what you want it for. And the app and everything about how you use it, how user-friendly it is, this little display action, it's all so good. All right, last test. I just went outside and then stepped into this room, and it is so much of a difference. It's like 12, 13 degrees difference. To kind of wrap up my thoughts on this guy, definitely an indoor unit, definitely a one room kind of unit, but it's perfect for the space. So if you mounted this flush against a wall, like I could in this corner, it would be just awesome for the space. For the garage, I think it's a little small, underpowered for the space. So we're gonna have to seek out something new for the garage, but for the time being, I think we're gonna keep it inside because it's perfect indoors. I'm gonna head out to the garage though and kind of wrap up the video there. All right, if you guys enjoyed that video, want to see more of the garage build series, the next couple episodes are gonna be huge. We're doing drywall, mudding, taping, painting, all that business is gonna come up here shortly. Make sure you don't miss out on that. This is gonna be like a huge transformation. We got lighting coming, we got flooring coming. Hit subscribe, hit the like button for the algorithm. Until next time, ladies and gents, we'll see ya.